If someone keeps hurting you, stop explaining, stop forgiving, stop reacting, and do this one powerful thing that changes everything. When someone hurts you again and again, remember this first truth. Repetition is not a mistake, it is a pattern. And patterns are choices. A person who repeatedly hurts you is not confused, they are comfortable. Comfortable with crossing your boundaries, comfortable with your silence, comfortable with the idea that you will stay no matter what they do. Leadership begins the moment you recognize that your tolerance is teaching people how to treat you. Rutherford B. Hayes believed that character is revealed in conduct, not in promises. Words can be soft, apologies can be dramatic, but behavior is the real biography of a person. If someone keeps hurting you and then explaining it away, you are not listening to their words anymore, you are reading their character. And leadership in your own life means you act on what you see, not on what you wish to see. The one thing you must do is this: withdraw your permission. Not your kindness, not your humanity, but your permission to be mistreated. Every repeated hurt survives on silent permission. The moment you calmly remove access to your peace, the pattern breaks. Sometimes that means distance. Sometimes it means a clear boundary spoken once and enforced consistently. Sometimes it means silence where you once argued. But it always means choosing self-respect over emotional addiction. Pain becomes powerful when it teaches. If it only repeats, it weakens you. Strong leaders do not beg for better treatment, they require it through their standards. You do not need revenge. You do not need drama. You need discipline. Discipline to stop answering late-night messages that reopen wounds. Discipline to stop explaining yourself to someone who enjoys misunderstanding you. Discipline to walk away from conversations that are designed to belittle you. Hayes understood that authority without integrity collapses. The same applies to relationships. If someone claims to care but repeatedly harms you, their authority in your life is false. Real care protects. Real respect is consistent. Real leadership inside you says, "I will not negotiate my dignity." There is a dangerous habit many people develop, hoping that one more chance will change everything. Hope is beautiful, but blind hope is expensive. Every extra chance without change reduces your self-worth a little more. You begin to question yourself instead of questioning the behavior. That is how repeated hurt slowly becomes self-doubt. The strongest decision you can make is to stop confusing patience with self-betrayal. Sometimes the most powerful response is emotional neutrality. Not anger. Not tears. Not long speeches. Just calm withdrawal. When someone expects you to react and you respond with composure and distance, the power dynamic shifts. Leaders control their reactions. They do not allow repeated hurt to dictate their emotional climate. Boundaries are not walls built to punish others, they are gates built to protect your peace. If someone repeatedly hurts you, your boundary must become firmer, not louder. You do not need to shout your standards. You live them. If they cross the line again, there is a consequence. And the most mature consequence is reduced access to you. It takes courage to walk away from familiarity. Even painful familiarity can feel safer than unknown peace. But growth requires discomfort. Hayes believed that progress demands moral strength. In your personal life, moral strength means refusing to participate in cycles that degrade you. You cannot control how someone behaves, but you can control what behavior you allow near your heart. Repeated hurt often comes disguised as misunderstanding. But misunderstanding happens occasionally. Disrespect happens consistently. Learn the difference. If someone hurts you once and corrects themselves, that is human error. If someone hurts you repeatedly and defends it, that is character. Leaders respond differently to error and to character. Your silence can be powerful, but only when it is intentional. Silent endurance is not strength, strategic silence is. There is a difference between staying quiet because you are afraid to lose someone and staying quiet because you have decided they no longer deserve your emotional energy. The first drains you. The second protects you. The one thing you must do when someone repeatedly hurts you is choose yourself publicly and privately. Publicly by refusing to entertain disrespect. Privately by reminding yourself that you deserve consistency, safety, and honesty. Leadership is not only about guiding others, it is about guiding your own decisions toward dignity. People test limits to see where they stand. If there is no limit, there will be no respect. You cannot blame someone entirely for crossing a boundary that was never clearly drawn. Draw it. State it once. Enforce it every time. That consistency builds authority in your own life. Sometimes the hardest truth is this: the lesson is not about them. It is about you learning to stop overgiving where you are undervalued. When you finally stop chasing closure from someone who keeps hurting you, you reclaim your power. Closure is not something they give you, it is something you create when you decide the pattern ends here. Emotional strength is quiet. It does not announce departures dramatically. It simply leaves. It does not threaten to walk away every week. It walks away once and means it. If someone repeatedly hurts you, the most transformative action is not trying to change them, but changing your response. You teach people your worth by what you tolerate. If you tolerate repeated disrespect, you are teaching them that your boundaries are flexible. If you refuse it calmly, you teach them that your standards are firm. That is leadership in its purest form. Do not confuse forgiveness with continued access. You can forgive someone in your heart and still remove them from your life. Forgiveness frees you. Boundaries protect you. Both can exist together. And both are necessary when hurt becomes a pattern. Strength is not about enduring endless pain. Strength is about recognizing when endurance becomes self-destruction. Hayes valued integrity above comfort. Integrity in your life means your actions align with your self-respect. If you say you value yourself but stay where you are repeatedly diminished, there is a conflict. Resolve it. The one thing to do is simple but not easy. Stop rewarding behavior that wounds you. Stop responding instantly. Stop explaining endlessly. Stop hoping blindly. Replace reaction with reflection. Replace attachment with assessment. Replace fear with standards. A person who repeatedly hurts you will either adjust to your boundaries or disappear from your life. Both outcomes are victories. If they adjust, respect grows. If they leave, peace grows. In both cases, you win. Remember this powerful truth: leadership begins within. Before you lead a team, a family, or a nation, you must lead your emotions. And leading your emotions means refusing to let repeated hurt define your worth. The moment you decide that your peace is non-negotiable, everything changes. Your tone changes. Your posture changes. Your choices change. You stop chasing apologies and start valuing actions. You stop explaining your pain and start enforcing your standards. If someone is repeatedly hurting you, do one thing: close the door they keep slamming on your heart. Not with anger, not with revenge, but with calm certainty. Because self-respect is the foundation of true leadership, and no leader allows repeated harm to remain unchallenged in their own life.